Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, beautiful people, and thank you for tuning in. Susie is out this episode and Coach Alana is in, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear this episode. We're diving into Coach Alana's philosophy and mindset on coaching, and I freaking loved everything that she's going to say in this episode, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys give us a rating and a review if you haven't yet. It helps spread our podcast out around the world. All right, let's get to it. All right, 3, 2, 1. We in it, folks, and I got a special guest with me. Coach Alana is in the building today.
Hello, hello.
She is just jumping in with us today. How long have you been at CF Max now?
Since end of September last year.
End of September. So what is that like? Are we on 6 months now?
Yeah, we're in 6 months.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And not only are you a coach here, but you're also a GM.
Yeah, sure am. I'm answering those emails for you.
Hell yeah. Banter topic. Well, we're going to get into all things Alana today. I'll get you to fill them in on who you are, your background, and all that stuff. But before we get into all of that, I want to talk about the Open.
Yeah.
And I want to hear about your experience, your performance, your mindset going in, how you perform during, mindset after, all the things.
Cool. Yeah. So let's start with the fact that my legs are unwell. We are not doing well, folks. I have not been this sore in, I'm going to say, a few years. Like, I still get some aches and pains after working out, but nothing like this. So if you're all out there and can't sit down on your toilet, guys, you're not alone. Like, the feeling is mutual.
Yeah.
So some of you might have seen on like our Facebook with the little open board posts. This was my first official Open.
Yeah,
11 years in. And don't do like me, guys. Sign up from the first one.
Did you know, or were you surprised when you saw that?
I didn't know.
Didn't know.
No,
Huh?
I thought I had signed up for a few of them like way back.
Okay.
But I did know for the last few years that I hadn't. But now I kind of wish I had, because everyone's going back and looking at their scores and, when we hit those redos. So this is take a lesson from wise old Coach A. Sign up for the Open.
Yeah.
No, man, it was a lot of fun.
This was your first Friday night experience as well.
Yeah.
So like you said, you've been doing CrossFit for 11 years?
Yeah, just about.
And the other gyms that you've been to, like what, 4 gyms?
Yeah, 4 gyms other than here. Yeah, so this is my 5th.
Okay. And none of them have done like Friday nights?
No.
Oh, they've all done like Saturday mornings?
Yeah, some Saturday morning stuff. Some gyms weren't as like pushy on it into the community sense. So I think it's pretty cool what we've got going on here and how community based it is here for all the events, and how people get hyped up, and how Brandon harasses us to sign up for the Open. But no, it's I think it's really cool, and it's cool, I think, for more experienced athletes to do it, for brand new athletes to see it and experience it for the first time and see, okay, like I can do this. It is accessible to me. You get people screaming and cheering you on, and that hypes everyone up. And folks, that hyped me up, and I went too hard out the gate, let me tell you. So
adrenaline kicked in.
Heck yes. Yeah. And I'm like next to Susie too. So she's like full lying. And I'm like, I can keep up with Susie. And she's off those wall balls so quick and on that box. I'm like, I can do box jump overs fast. I'm tall. Like this is an easy movement for me. Yeah. Guys, a mistake was made. Your wife flew through that. Yeah. I got back to the wall balls for my 30, and just the legs were blown up. So went a little too hot. Yeah.
It was kind of cool though, because we had all of our waves that went, and then at CrossFit Max we have all the coaches go in the final wave, where the whole community is gathered at that point. They've all done their workouts, so they just yell at us. It's the one moment of the year where they get to yell at us instead of us yelling at them during the workouts. And I think it was Judy Judy had a very cool video of all of us doing the wall balls.
Yeah.
And then you see all of the girls finish the first set of 20 wall balls and then immediately go into the box jump overs. And then all the guys finish after that. And yeah, you guys freaking sent it. Oh my goodness. And you and Susie were on the complete opposite end. Justin and I were on the other side of the wall. So you were not even like close to where my vision was.
No, I had no idea where you were.
But I've never seen that video after, and I was like, holy shit, you guys were zooming.
We hit that hard, and we hit that box hard. No, I if I were to redo it, which I absolutely am not, there's not a chance I'm doing that again until you program it again. I'm sure that's going to show up, guys, in a couple of years. Yeah. No, I should have chilled a bit. And I was watching that video back, and I'm watching like you do it. I'm like, oh, I
was going slow purposely.
You were going slow purposely, and I think that paid off because you definitely got more reps in than I did. So, you know what? I wanted to get to the peak of the mountain at the 66. That was sort of like the vision I had. I got to 50.
Nice.
So I think, had I chilled a bit at the beginning, I think I wouldn't have been as gassed out, and maybe I would have done it.
There was a brief moment where I so it's hard to explain, but when you're in that Friday nights, especially in that last wave where you're a coach, there's maybe an expectation you put on yourself for performance. You're like, I don't want to let my athletes of this community see me weak or see me slow or anything. So it's like, I want to perform for them. It's also the open. You're putting your score out to the world. So there's just like a huge amount of adrenaline going on. And when we start that timer, like everyone in the gym is like yelling at us instantly.
Totally.
And I remember there was a very quick moment where I snapped out of that adrenaline, excited, and that was right after like the second box jump over. Right when I got to the second box jump over, I felt the 5 other coaches going super fast, and I just kind of quickly came to realization and be like, hey, whoa, slow down. You got like a long workout ahead here, like a lot of wall balls, a lot of box jump overs. And I think all of you guys actually, I think I was the last one to get back to the ball for the second set of 30, and I remember being very grateful about that. Actually,
it paid off for you in the end.
Yes.
I think it brings up a cool point about the difference between competition and the difference between training.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is not how we approach our daily training.
No, yeah.
When that adrenaline hits, like, it's a whole other set of skills to compete, right? And understanding how your body reacts under adrenaline. If I felt this sore after every training session, guys, I wouldn't be moving forward in my fitness because I wouldn't be able to train hard again, right? So it's that balance of like when we're in the gym doing our 5 to 6 days a week, ideally, or however many you come, like that's a different stimulus. That's a different experience than hitting it super hard on a Friday night, right?
Exactly. Yeah. What was your experience like on the flip side? So not as a athlete, like the coaching wave was really, really fun. What was your experience like judging people and just being a part of that whole Friday night experience?
It was really cool to see. I mean, I could see a lot of athletes that I know, I see them in class being maybe nervous to do a box jump, and I see them doing their first box jumps, or like pushing themselves a little harder or getting to a bit more of an uncomfortable place, which is fun. Fun to see people get out of their comfort zones a bit as athletes. So like I judged a couple of athletes and I watched a lot of it. So that was cool. And who doesn't love like a nice camaraderie screaming at other people? Like it's fun.
There's some cool moments. I actually took notes here, and I wanted to make sure I highlighted these moments here. There was 5 highlights that I wanted to do just to kind of close off the banter topic of the open here. And also go individually here, but the first moment I had that I wanted to highlight here was actually Judy. So Judy walked in and was like, I'm going to do scaled, blah, blah, blah. And I know Judy can jump on a box, and I know Judy is very good at squatting. She kind of always jokes about how, she's Asian. She can squat really well.
Girl's got a good squat.
Very good squat.
Yeah.
And then she said she was going to go scaled. And I was like, Judy, what do you mean you're going to go scaled? She's like, like throwing the 14-pound ball up there is really hard. And Judy's like Judy's a mom. She's really short, you know. And I'm like, Judy, you can throw the 14-pound ball up there. I know it's going to be hard, but you can do it. You don't need to grab the 10-pound ball. And then I think there was a conversation that we had for like, I don't know, 5 minutes going back and forth on how she's going to RX this workout. And she did it. I don't know how many reps she did, but she did a lot of wall balls.
Amazing.
And that was freaking cool. So that was one highlight I wanted to shout out Judy for that. There was 3 boys that I wanted to do together here, and they're athletes that are going through injuries. Ali, Sani, and Pascal, they're all kind of going through their own injuries and stuff. And these 3 boys are just like any other guy, you know, that you want to perform, you want to do your very best here. And sometimes we push a little too far and then we re-aggravate the injuries. So all 3 of these boys, I think, approached this workout the right way, and they ended up scaling it, even though they didn't have to.
Yeah.
So they all dealt with their injuries, and they're like, you know what? It's the smart thing to do for me to scale this. And I think one of your sayings that you say, you want to tell them about scaling?
Scaling is cool.
Scaling is cool.
I say it all the time. Scaling is cool.
Yeah, so they put their egos aside.
Yeah.
They listen to their body. So I wanted to highlight those 3 boys. And then the other one, going to what you were saying before, was 3 girls. Not just girls. 2 girls, 1 guy, of breaking the fear of jumping on a box.
Yeah.
And that was Amy, number 1. So she practiced. She saw the workout Thursday afternoon when it was announced to the world. And then Thursday night at the gym, she was practicing her box jump overs.
Hey.
First time ever doing a 20-inch box jump.
Okay.
And then she did so many of them in the actual Friday nights. Lucy as well. Lucy has just a general fear of jumping. She has the capability of jumping on the box, but just a fear. And she did a bunch.
Awesome.
And then I had Arun. Arun came to the 12 p.m. class, and I judged him. And he had the same thing as Judy, but opposite for the box. He's like, no, like I'm too scared to. I can't jump on a 24-inch box. I was like, well, have you tried? And he's like, no, I haven't tried yet.
And he did it.
Pull over the box. Let's go, man.
Nice. With no 45-pound plate? No plate?
No plate. Jumped on the 24-inch box. Not just once, guys, but he did it 2 rounds of it. So he did 36 box jump overs.
Amazing.
With fatigue and, the wall balls and all that stuff. So to me, to kind of cap off the banter topic, for me, that's the open magic that we talk about. Mm-hmm. That's I'm going to do something that I'm scared to do, or that I didn't think I was able to do it, right?
Totally.
So anyways, those moments are freaking cool. I'm glad you got to experience your first Friday Night Lights at CrossFit Max.
Yeah.
We have 2 more to go. What is your prediction for the next one?
Oh.
Maybe a movement, maybe a whole workout prediction.
Okay. I think it's going to be a strength under fatigue type workout. I think likely some kind of chipper, or no, we just did a chipper, so maybe not a chipper, but kind of a chipper.
No, we haven't done a chipper yet.
No,
that
you're
was
right.
Like a couplet.
Yeah.
We did like a pyramid style.
You're right. You're right. Maybe like a chipper into like a 1 rep max type lift. We've seen that kind of style in
Fatigue
the past.
us and then test our strength.
Yeah, like a 1 rep max dead or something.
I've been saying this for years, Alana.
A dead in the workout?
Put a 1 rep max deadlift in the open.
In the open, yeah.
Now, I know it could be scary because people's back position, again, you talked about competing versus training.
Sure.
In a training situation, we would control the environment, and if we saw someone rounding their back, we would go up to them and just kind of correct them, right?
Yeah.
But how cool would it be to see how heavy the world can pick up a barbell from the ground?
Totally. I think you'd be shocked at some of these numbers.
Just from like an average woman.
Yeah.
You're like, what is the average woman deadlift? What is the average man deadlift? You know?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see next week. We'll see if I'm right.
Okay.
Do you have predictions?
I'm not sure. I do have a prediction that maybe it's a redo of a more recent workout.
Okay.
And that's the AMRAP of 20 minutes with rowing, deadlifts, and double unders.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one.
It was, I believe, 23 4.2.
2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. That was a good one.
It's a recent one, maybe not, but it would fit in well with, and it would balance out the first workout that we just did.
Totally.
So we just did a 12-minute workout, a lot of pushing, a lot of like legs, like quads. This is a lot more pulling, more of an endurance side. So yeah.
Cool. Let's see.
Let's see.
We'll find out.
Okay. Before we talk about coaching, give us a little rundown of who Coach Alana is. Talk to us about like your family. Talk to us about your background. Give us like a 2-minute spiel about who Alana is.
All right. Okay. So I'll start with family. I'm a mom of 2. I have my daughter will be 4 tomorrow. Ellie Rose is turning 4. She's psyched. We're going to get her ears pierced.
No way.
Yeah. Both. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to get a piercing at the same time. And my sister's coming. So we're doing like a trio of piercings.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. And my son Carter is 2.5. So I'm mom a lot of the time. I own a farm with my partner, Matt. So we have a business there. We have a farm store on there. We've got chickens and goats and sheep. We're going to have our own cattle soon to raise for beef. So we're kind of going that route, which is like a total departure from where I come from. Like my background is in theater and the arts. I studied acting, and then I did a degree in opera performance in music like a decade ago. And then like life happened and some stuff happened in my early to mid 20s that was challenging and kind of took me on a completely different route in my life. And like everything for a reason, right? Like I wouldn't have had like the beautiful family that I have and all these things, but like my plan in life was to pursue professional performance. So after I kind of left that world, dealt with some stuff on my end, worked for Aldo for like 5 years, and always had like a love for teaching. So I started teaching like kids music, and started developing a program, like a developmental program for very little kids. So I teach 0 to 5-year-olds.
Tommy's in that.
He sure is. Tommy takes my class on Saturdays. And let me tell you guys, Tommy is a star. He is just fully bought in.
He really loves music.
He's so sweet.
I'm going to come on this Thursday with him.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun to see.
Yeah. He's so sweet.
He also loves to go to your farm. Goat?
Oh yeah,
goat?
He likes to feed the goats. Man, feeding those goats is those goats are well fed. Let me tell you, they're chonky. And so I really love that age group. I think it's so precious and so wonderful. And so I teach that, and I equally have a love of fitness and health and nutrition. So I started coaching CrossFit, I guess like a year and a half ago. And that's another big love because I love educating people. I love seeing the progress that people make. I love knowing that I'm making a difference in their day and their overall life or whatever they, take and do with their own fitness. So I'm a little bit all over the map.
You are.
That was longer than 2 minutes.
No, that was perfect.
Was it?
That was great.
Okay.
That was great. So now definitely people know who you are a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how good these microphones are. Could you do like a little opera singing? You might have to go a little further.
Yeah, I'll have to pull it back.
Yeah. Let's just see I don't know how it's gonna sound, but let's just hear Alana's beautiful voice.
Sure. Giunse al fin il momento che godrò senza affanno.
That's wild.
There you go. I don't know how well that picked up. That mic was far.
My God, that was intense. That's so good. That's
you.
Insane.
Thank you.
That's wild. So when Coach Alana is on the floor and you're not listening to her, she gets her volume quite high.
I sure do.
Oh man, that was epic. Hopefully the microphone picked that up as good as it sounded in person. Alana put the microphone about 2 feet away from her face just so it didn't break it.
Pop that. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay. So let's get into some coaching here.
Cool.
I want to just kind of pick your brain. You're still relatively newer in the coaching side, but you've been doing CrossFit for a long time.
Yeah.
So you said 11 years of CrossFit, a year and a half of coaching, and you've been here now almost 6 months. What was the main reason? Like, how did you get into it? Like one day where you're just like, I want to do this. Did like the other gym approach you?
Yeah. So where I was training before, they were looking for another coach.
Okay.
And like, I had been thinking about it for a long time of wanting to coach. I like guiding people. I like being in charge.
Yeah,
but I
for
do
sure, yeah.
like when I take a class, I'm always like, oh, I'd love to be the one like, demoing this or explaining this. And I always have ideas, like even with, I'm surrounded by phenomenal coaches, but I always have like my brain going. And so I guess over the years, like I developed a desire to do it. They were looking for a coach. I applied, I shadowed, the owner for a while and got my feet wet. But yeah, it just felt natural, to be honest. Like being in front of a group feels natural. I think like the knowledge that I'd acquired over like the decade or so that I'd been moving and doing this, like all was accumulated in my brain, and I wanted something to do with it. So yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even remember how we got you here. I think you just came in for a drop-in.
Yep.
I mean, you kind of did. You supported us from the very beginning when we opened up CrossFit Max almost 4 years ago. I think you even bought like a 10 punch card, came periodically here and there. And
Yep.
I don't remember, did you have the thought of like coming in and be like, I'm just going to ask him for coaching, or did I spring that on you?
You
I
sprung it on me. Yeah. I needed to train that day.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to my other gym in time to make a class. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check in with Brandon. And yeah, like if for those who might not know, I've known Brandon for like 11-ish years since I started CrossFit as well. We trained together at another gym.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've always popped in and out here and popped in, did a workout. I think we were just chilling and chatting, and you kind of brought it up, and that's how this started.
Yeah, I think I was asking you like how your coaching is, because I just found out like maybe a couple months or maybe a few months ago that you were coaching at La Cité, and I was like, oh, no, not La Cité, excuse me, Catou.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. So I think when you came in, I was like, oh, I'm going to probe her and see like how that is, because again, Alana and I met at an like old CrossFit gym that is now closed, unfortunately, the same one that Amy and Liv come from as well.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I guess, training partners back then, worked out here and there. But then I left that gym to go pursue a coaching job somewhere else, and then hadn't really seen you. I guess when COVID happened, you supported our online business as well. So you did some yoga with Susie.
Yeah.
So we've kind of stayed connected over the years. And yeah, I was just like, oh, let me just probe her and see how her like coaching is going over there, because it's interesting. I knew you from being an athlete, and then now to find out your coaching, I thought was pretty cool. And I think we were also looking for a coach at that time too, so it kind of just fell in place. Yeah.
Sometimes things are just lined up and they work.
Yeah.
It's funny. I have a video, and I'm trying to find it, of 10 years ago, me trying to power clean 110, and I couldn't get it up, and you were coaching me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you had started coaching yet, so it might have been a little bit, it was before you had left Coexist.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I
like got
shadowing?
I don't know. No, I think we were just doing open gym.
Oh, okay.
And you were helping me.
Oh man, you got to find that video.
I know. It's like, I don't know where it is, on like an old phone or something, but I got it up. Let me say, I got my 110 power clean because of Coach B over here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now what's your clean at? Let him know.
150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice jump.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, those were the days, man. I was just hungry to coach, and I just couldn't get that opportunity. And then eventually finally found it, and I was like, yeah, like this is what I was made to do, But okay, so you've been here 6 months. You're crushing it. I personally love your coaching style.
Thank you.
How would you describe your coaching style?
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
You love to lead the groups. I mean, that's something that I also really love as well. Like, that's why I always loved playing sports growing up. I played basketball, played volleyball. Like, I really enjoyed the like team element, and having like a coach guide you guys to victory or to support each other. So I did really like that aspect. I played point guard in basketball, so I was the one that dribbled the ball up and kind of controlled the offense. I was the one on the defense at the front, kind of guiding people as well. So I definitely relate with that. But how would you describe your coaching? Maybe it's evolved. I mean, like anything, it's maybe evolved over the last year and a half.
Yeah, I try to maybe like tough love. Like I try to approach it with a lot of love and understanding, and I try to understand where people are coming from. And I try my best to get to know athletes and what they want out of their fitness. Yeah. And kind of help guide them through that, right? Some people are here because they want to be able to bring their fitness on the outside and do things like Lynn, who goes on her 2-week ski trip, right? She's crushing it here. She's putting in the work, but she's also someone who, takes that fitness and brings it elsewhere. And then there are people who want to maximize their performance in here specifically for CrossFit things. So I don't know. I try to do my best to meet people where they're at. I don't know if that really answers that question.
Yeah. Tough love is a good one. What would be the tough side? That's the loving side. You explain the loving side. What would be the tough side?
Kind of pushing people to do things that they maybe don't think that they can, in small steps, right? Okay, Some people can take a bigger leap, and you're like, no, you can put more weight on that bar. You're good. And some need the gentle guidance of let's take a smaller step today. I guess I'm not that tough, if I'm honest with you. I don't have a lot of bite.
You're
in
like,
me.
I just love.
I just love. I love. Yeah. So I think love. My coaching style is love.
I do think that you can be tough on people. I don't think, like for example, today, let's use Lynn as a great example. Today we're starting a brand new cycle. We're practicing handstands in this cycle. So just getting people upside down. And you were working with Lynn, who, she's here for, like you said, overall health purposes. She's retired. She just wants to feel as good as possible in her own body and be as healthy as she can be. So for her, getting upside down, like, that's a big deal. Like, that's huge. She's practicing pike push-ups on the box with you, and you're like, hey, like, let's come on over to the wall. Like, that's a pretty bold thing to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Take a woman who is just retired, who just wants to be here for health, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna kick upside down.
Come on, Lynn, let's go.
And you weren't like, hey, get your ass to the wall, You were like, hey, like let's go try this. Let's go give this a shot, And then like you got her upside down, and she did the handstand.
She sure did.
Which is epic, So that's the tough side. But you are right that you sprinkle a lot of love on it.
I do my best.
But that's the tough part. You don't know that it's tough. It's like, I would say you're love tough, not tough love.
That's fair. Yeah, love tough. Okay. We're leaning more towards.
Yes. But yeah, for sure. Like, getting people out of their comfort zone, like, you're very good at that, and doing it in a gentle way so that they don't realize that they're necessarily doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So I've had the great opportunity. I've been doing this for a long time. I've had the opportunity to work with tons of coaches over the years. And I know when I'm working with a good coach, and I know when I'm working with a bad coach, and I know when I'm working with a great coach, and I've definitely considered you great coach.
Oh, which Brandon.
I'm very impressed with your coaching over the last 6 months.
Thank you.
Like, your way of speaking to people, the gentle side, but also doing the tough side as well, but also your explanations, your correcting with people. So what do you think makes a coach great? What are maybe things that you've been in this game for a long time. You've been around a lot of coaches as well. You said this is gym number 5 for you. Yeah. So you've been around a lot of different coaches and stuff. You've probably also seen your fair share of good, great, and sometimes bad coaches. What are some things that you've seen and noticed and that you try to bring to the table so that it elevates your game? I'll leave you with that question. Well, it's a deep one.
Yeah, it is. And first, thank you. I appreciate that you say that. I think you're also a great coach.
Thank you.
I take that to heart.
Mm-hmm.
I think a great coach at their base really need to care deeply.
Yeah.
like before any of the actions are taken, I think there needs to be like a deep investment in people, right? People don't go into coaching because it makes you rich by coaching one hour class, right? Like that's not, people go into it because they care deeply about other humans. So I think that's the base.
Yeah.
Like a genuine love. Knowledge, really knowing what you're coaching, understanding, basic body mechanics, and having all that knowledge in your back pocket, and having the skill to translate it so that it makes sense to everyone, right? Like, can you describe something, even though you know technical terms in the back of your mind, can you make it make sense? Like, we're talking a lot about like hip extension everywhere. Like, hip extension for a lot of people doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So, I try to say like stand all the way up or things like that. So being able to navigate that, I think, makes an excellent coach. An attention to detail and giving people personalized feedback throughout the class. I've always appreciated that when I have like an excellent coach or a great coach or whatever you want to call it, like coaching me, having the eye to pick out big or little flaws in movement. I've always appreciated that. And making people feel like generally safe in the class. So like as a performer, when you watch a show, like you go to the theater, like you want to feel safe in the presence of the actors that are on stage. Like what I mean is like they put you at ease. They're so confident in what they're doing that you're not worried that they're going to like F it up or make you uncomfortable. I think like any public speaking or performance type role is like that. Like you need to be able to put people at ease and make people feel comfortable in your presence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've never thought of it like that way. But so many of the other things that you said, for sure, you definitely hit home. To me, like the number one thing is just naturally caring. Yeah. Can't get into this for money. You can't get into this because you simply want to lead a group. All of those things are tangibles that you might enjoy doing, but for sure at like the deep root of what makes a coach great is that you really care about someone. And when you take someone like Lynn and you like, we're gonna do this thing that's really hard, and you flip her upside down and get her inverted and she's doing it, and you're like, I care more about her getting inverted than she's gonna care about this. Yeah. Like those things are like number one for me. Like you have to care about athletes for sure. And then all the other things you said, you said so many really, really good things for sure. Like communication, definitely important, right? You have to be able to remove the jargon. You have to be, I wouldn't even say like what makes a coach great is the knowledge. I think the pursuit of knowledge is what makes a coach great, and then maybe you are right in the sense that, like if you have no experience, then you're not going to be necessarily a great coach, and you're going to start to acquire it and you're not quite great. But then there's always like this constant pursuit of like wanting to learn, wanting to take things, even the way when you just coached the 12 p.m. class that I participated in, there were things that you said that I was taking away, I was taking away like the way you were wording things, the way you were talking about not being in a push-up position and making sure like you're in a more of a pike position when you're on a box, right? So there was, to me, like what makes a really great coach is that constant pursuit of knowledge.
I agree with you on that. I think that's a better way to say it, the pursuit of,
like you're freaking in bed and you're watching reels on like another coach talking about deadlifting positions, like to me, social media is incredible for learning so many things. There's so much information out there, but when you find a good coach or you find a video that you see and you're like, it could be just absolute garbage, but I really like the fact that he said it like this and it hit home with me. Now I can go and try my best to communicate it to a group or to an individual, right?
Totally.
And then you hit home on another part of that where you were talking about the personalization, right? Like you're in a group with 10 people, but all 10 people are completely different phases of life, different fitness levels, maybe different injuries. Maybe one girl is pregnant in the class, right? So you having to be like, okay, here is the workout, but now I have to build relationships with each of those individuals, and I have to make sure that they're experiencing this best hour of their day, you know? Like, I think that is super important as well, you know? So yeah, you hit home on like a lot of good things, and that's exactly why, guys, I said Alana is a great coach.
Aw,
right?
Thank you.
Right? So it's like those things that you think about, you know, and then yeah, I think that's kind of the overall thing that I want to take from that, is that you really think about each person, you know, like you do care and you do think about each person and how they're going to feel and how they're going to move in the day. And that's super important. Okay. Question for you, that maybe there's going to be people that listen to this and they're just starting their CrossFit journey, or maybe they're even like a couple months in, you know, and they're just listening to the podcast now. Welcome, guys.
Hey, hi.
How do you approach coaching someone who is brand new, or even like intimidated? Like maybe they're listening to this and like, oh my God, like getting upside down handstand, like that's way too scary for me. How would you approach that with a beginner or someone who's just generally intimidated by CrossFit?
Like specifically the inversion stuff, or just coaching brand new stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, so I always meet new members, new athletes where they are. So first, I always check in. Do we have injuries? Are we, you know, are there big mobility issues? Are there big things that I need to know? And from that, I can make, you know, decisions on my end of what am I going to expose them to today. Truthfully, if it's like brand spanking new, I just want you to have a good time.
Yeah.
I just want you to enjoy your there's my watch beeping. Just enjoy your 1 hour with us, and I'm going to likely reduce the range of motion that you're working in, so I'm going to make movements easier, just another way to say that. This is assuming someone's never done CrossFit before.
Yeah. Or even like a couple weeks in.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like we're fresh.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the movements easier. I'm going to make sure that you're safe moving. We're going to talk more about like preliminary body movements and like movement patterns, right? Like we know, you know, in CrossFit, there are some movements that we see all the time, like squatting. You're going to be squatting in all different kinds of ways, pressing in all different kinds of ways. So we'll just focus on that, turn up the music and have some fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's literally about that athlete just walking in.
Yep.
Just walking in, they've won the workout, they've entered the building. No matter what they do after that, it's just got to be fun.
Totally.
It's not about the intensity. It's not about the amount of reps and rounds that they do in the AMRAP. It's not about the weight that they lift. One of my first experiences with you as a coach that I was like, oh wow, I'm really happy that she's here, was when one of the first classes you taught, there was like 3 new people in the class. It was like, I was like, oh shit, like poor Alana. Like there's 3 brand new people in the class. Like I'm talking like within weeks of them starting. And it was a really cool moment because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we had cleans in the workout, and you had just like or I think it was actually squat. It was either squats or cleans. I can't remember which one, but I remember you pulling all 3 of them aside and like getting them to grab a medicine ball and then grabbing some dumbbells and stuff. And I was like, okay, wow. And I remember going home and telling Susie, like, hey, freak, Alana was so good. She had like 3 brand new people in the class. Poor girl. She managed everyone. She was coaching everyone, but then she was actually like taking the time to go over to these people and be like, hey, grab a medicine ball. This is what you're going to do. You're going to practice squatting low. That's why I can't remember if it was squats or
I
cleans.
don't remember this at all, but I'm glad you do.
Yeah. I
stuck in your mind.
Yeah. Stuck in my mind. Cause I was like, that was a tough situation. It was one of your first sessions here as well. So I was like, oh boy. And it was
the test.
Yeah. You definitely passed the test there. Yeah. But yeah, for sure. Like it's tough working with beginners. A lot of fun, but it also adds that extra level of I need to put a little bit more attention to these guys. Now I have a group of people that I still need to coach, because something that you touched on before is no matter what level of fitness you are, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, the coach should still give feedback, even the smaller details, right? Like, let's say you've been doing this for a couple of years, and the person knows how to squat or how to hinge or how to press dumbbells or press a barbell overhead. It's like, well, we can still get just 1% better today, and just finding that little thing from that advanced athlete on how to improve that is still needed. Right?
100%. Like, I love when I get coached. And I think I told you maybe last cycle, I was like, we're doing a lot of gymnastic stuff. Like, I need you to coach me more on this when I'm in your class. And I love it. Yeah. Or like, we were doing a ski workout, and, Dom gave me some tips on like how to improve my ski. Like, we've been at it for a long time, but I can still get better. So
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty well said. Okay. We're diving into your mind here. All right. We've been in here. Okay. Now, how do you balance pushing someone and also making protecting them at the same time?
Protecting their physical safety?
Yes. Yeah. Like, maybe you have, actually this question goes for all different types of athletes, right? So how do you know, like, when to push, when to back off, like how hard to push them and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think when athletes come in at the beginning, when we say hi to everyone, I think it's actually more than just saying hi. You're actually kind of gauging where they're at for the day. Yeah. So like, I would say it sort of starts there. Someone comes in, I'm gonna PR my back squat today. Yeah. I'm going hard. Like, okay, like this is someone who's ready to be pushed today. Yeah. Or like, you come in and, the baby's been up all night and maybe it's not the time to like totally push. So it gives you a gauge there. That's kind of like a preliminary. And honestly, I personally vibe it out as we're working out. If someone's mechanics are looking really good and it is obvious that their weight on their bar for the clean is way too light because they're pulling it up to their nose, like, you're looking good. We're going to push you a bit now. Now it's time. Like, you've been doing this. I'm talking about, let's say it's a new athlete. Actually, I have someone in mind. It's Lauren. The other day, girl's moving great. She's new-ish in her first few months of CrossFit. Moving good. We're doing cleans. She's pulling it up to her face. Like, we're going to, now we can push. And she's like, oh, I didn't know, So gauge it like that. And sometimes we make calls as coaches and we're like, oh, actually, maybe I should pull that one back a bit. And sometimes you have to look at an athlete moving. Ideally, you figured this out before the Metcon starts. Ideally, in a perfect world. And be like, you know what? Actually, let's chill today. Like, your injury is flaring up. Or you're in your head about something. Relax, just keep moving, do your best. I think it's just the attention to paying attention to people as they go.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's huge at our gym as well, and you do another excellent job of this, is like welcoming people when they come in. We got to hear you sing before. Alana takes up, like, you're very you take up a lot of space, which is needed for a coach.
Up a lot of
right?
space.
Your voice, your presence is felt, right? And I think that's really important from a coach, right? Because if a coach is like, doesn't take a lot of space, and a coach is like a little quieter, and it's like, guys, we're going to do this today. It's like, yo, like, I need a coach to hype me up right now, or I need that confidence from my coach while she's correcting my movements, right? Or telling me to go heavier. Or also there is that, okay, hey, we're going to peel back a little bit, right? Yeah. And I need that coach to be confident, to be like, hey, right now I'm seeing you move like this. You told me you had a bad night's sleep, right? You told me work super stressful. You don't have to PR today. Let's peel some weight off. Let's go 5 pounds less, So you have to be super confident, and you have to take that space in the room. I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, but something you do extremely well is that you have that introduction with each person every single time they walk into the gym. Like, every person that walks into the gym, Alana's like, hey guys, or hey, how's it going? Or hey, Lynn, how was your trip today? How was your trip the last 2 weeks? It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you, you know? So it's those little connections that are formed at the beginning that it's kind of cool because I never thought of it like that. So you're just gathering data, like your brain is just like processing, like how is this person doing? Yeah. Which is interesting. I never actually like connected those things together.
Yeah, I think you probably do it like subconsciously, right? You kind of you vibe off, but I collect that data.
What does community mean to you? Kind of a two-part question. So what does community mean to you? And then how do you find it affects group training?
Yeah,
because what we do here at CrossFit is group training, right? Versus the casual gym session, bro sessions, headphones on, just go do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, CrossFit is community. Like it was, it just breeds the love of getting together and doing hard things in a group. Mm-hmm. I personally hate the gym, like the a Globo gym. Like I will not go because I love training in a group. Community means inclusion. It means accepting people. It means, forming relationships, being able to have good conversations, hard conversations, everything in between. And I think like this gym allows for that. I think there's a lot of friendships that have formed probably inside the gym here.
It's the coolest thing.
Isn't it?
It's the coolest thing. Yeah. You open this gym and you're like, who's going to show up? And then you start seeing people show up and then they start hanging out outside the gym.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you went to that person's place for dinner last night?
It's cool.
Like
you're
talking about Lauren? Like Lauren?
Yeah.
After Friday Night Lights, went to Rand's house.
No way.
And they had like a little, because like Rand's daughters and Abraham was gone. I think they had gone to their family or something like that.
Okay.
And Rand had like the night to herself. And they're like, like Lauren's coming over. We're going to cook some. And I was like, what? That's so cool.
Cute. Yeah, I love that. Thing. Isn't that cool though?
The most epic thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And like training and doing hard things together is a lot better than doing hard things by yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Could not agree more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want to ask one final question for you. It'll also be another 2-part question. What has coaching taught you about people, and what has it taught you about yourself?
That's a good question. What has it taught me about people? It's taught me that people are very resilient. Mm-hmm. That we can do hard things. Like I know that's kind of becoming like a jargon cliche in like our society.
Nah,
we can do hard things, Mel Robbins.
I don't feel like not enough people know this about themselves.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I feel like we keep preaching it, but not enough people know it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we can do hard things.
Yeah.
People will surprise you. People like surprise you in a great way. Mm-hmm. Look, we see these members, athletes, for a couple of hours out of an entire week of a whole life, right? Yeah. We don't see them at home and like the challenges that they have outside the gym or the triumphs that they have outside the gym. Like they share them with us sometimes, but like they come here to have the best time. And yeah, people are hungry to grow and they're hungry to be better, and they're motivated by a whole life that we are not privy to. They're motivated to be better for their families or better for their job or better for themselves. And I think that's really amazing. Is that a good answer?
It's a great answer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mic drop.
And then
about myself.
Yeah. Which might be hard to reflect.
I think, that's why I started with the other one.
Yeah.
It's taught me that.
Do you think it's taught you the same of everything you just said about people?
You know what?
To yourself?
I think it has. I think, there we go. Let's wrap it up.
As you were saying all this, I was like, wow, that's so great. And then I was thinking, wait, hold on a second. I feel like that's actually like what's taught me about myself actually as well.
You know
in a sense, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All of that applies to me as well. I can do hard things, and it's taught me a lot of I think at my core, I'm a very compassionate person, but I think it's taught me more compassion. I think that we all have little superpowers, and I think that's mine. But I think it's shown me like a different way to apply it. I think it's taught me continued patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure for me, yeah.
It's taught me patience. It's actually helped me become more active in my own learning. Like you said, sitting and scrolling. I mean, before I coach, like this is what I do, guys, before I come into work. At night, as I'm putting my son to bed, I lay with him to fall asleep. Sometimes I fall asleep. And that is when I plan out my day, my coaching for the following day.
Nice, yeah.
So I plan out like my minutes and what
Susie does the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like scrolling. I'm looking at my drills. I'm planning it. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah. If you don't fall asleep yourself, it's a great time to get stuff done. Yeah. But yeah, it's helped me become a bigger learner as well.
Yeah, that's awesome, Alana. I'm super happy that people got to hear your mind today.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
It's very cool. They get to, like, exactly like you just said, we get to see them for only a couple hours. And the reason we created this podcast was to help them outside of those couple hours a week, right? Like we said, if someone is really crushing it, like they're killing their fitness, we're seeing them at the most five times a week. That's 5 hours out of 168 hours a week. That's if they're like, this is like their main thing and they're crushing it, you know? The average person comes in here 3 times a week.
Yeah.
You know, that's 3 hours out of 168. So the fact that we wanted to help them outside, because when you're here, it's like, okay, we got to warm up. We got to go over this exercise and this movement. Then we got to go into this conditioning piece, grab your scores, high fives, good job. Okay, see ya in 2 days from now, you know?
Yeah.
So creating this podcast allowed people to gain knowledge and to help provide value with them outside those 3 to 5 hours per week, right? To help them with nutrition, to help them with lifestyle, to help them with mindset, right? And I think that a lot of people hearing you today will understand a different side of you as a coach, right? And also as a person, because when they come in here, they only hear you talk about the press or the handstand and then the conditioning piece and then the score.
How many reps did you do?
Exactly, yeah.
Fist bump.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people will get to know you on a deeper level, but I think a lot of people will reflect on, wow, like Coach Alana puts a ton of time into coaching, and not just that 60 minutes that like when I show up, you know, like your coaching starts before in bed with your child, you know, it starts when they're walking into the building, minutes before. You're starting to like gauge how that person is feeling. And like next time I see you, when you're here, I'm going to kick open the door and be like, what's up?
He's ready for a PR. Let's go, Coach B.
She's assessing me already. But yeah, so I think it was really cool for you to hop on this podcast.
You.
I'm really happy. I think a lot of people are going to get some good value from this. Super happy you came on. And we end the podcast the same way every week with, you got to do the sound, by the way. Do you know what the sound is?
I don't.
It's the beep beep, the beep beep pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Client of the week.
Oh, I got it.
And Alana actually chose these clients, spoiler alert, and she wanted to name 2 of them.
I did.
All right, so start with number 1.
I'd like to name Catou,
Yes.
Noel Brisson, if I remember your last name correctly. Am I right?
Super Mama.
Super Mama. Girl, she's crushing it. She is here 5 days a week with baby Clara, the most delicious baby other than, Tommy's delicious too.
You know, Clara's pretty delicious.
And my kids are delicious. No, but like Clara is delicious.
Yeah,
like I hold her when I'm coaching sometimes and I just want to kiss her face.
Yes.
And I have to remind myself, like, this is not my baby.
For anyone out there, I'll say this. Your babies are cute, but Clara's on another level of cute. Yeah.
Delish.
Same thing. I've never held a baby besides Tommy and my niece, where I've like actually wanted to like hold them and kiss them and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I hold Clara, I'm like, oh, I could just give her a little kiss on the forehead, but no, that's not my child.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, that's inappropriate. Yeah, she's crushing it, man. She's coming in on no sleep sometimes with a huge smile on that face and
good attitude.
Great attitude.
Yeah.
Always, never not a complainer. Just like
never complains.
Never. She spins it. She does the best that she can. And like, she's fit.
Yeah.
Girl's fit. She's crushing the fitness, crushing the mindset. And yeah, keep it up, Mama. I know how hard that postpartum journey can
Clara's
be.
now 6 months.
6 months. Yeah. So.
Yeah, she's doing awesome. Her and Julien tag teaming it.
Yeah, they're
new parents.
Wonderful people.
Yeah. And okay, so that was number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, follow-up, is another awesome client.
Yeah, is Noah. And no, I don't remember how to pronounce your last name.
That's all right. Little Noah, 12-year-old.
12-year-old. And again, committed to showing up. You know, when I started coaching here, he came a lot at 6 a.m. with Dad, Bernard. They come as a whole family. The 4 of them are in here. And Noah, like the exposure to doing hard things, CrossFit at an early age, being just dedicated to putting in the work. And he always wants to do better and is super coachable and just crushing it. Noah, keep it up.
Was there something that happened in the open last week, or just because you were like, oh, I saw him in the open? So Noah isn't officially signed up for the open because he's 12 and you can only sign up as 14, but he was so eager last year to do it and this year that he still participates in the Friday nights. He's just not officially registered, but this is his second open. So is there something that you wanted to touch on that? Because you were like, you kind of spotted that or thought about that initially.
I just loved seeing it. I love seeing him at 12 among all these adults, keeping up, you know, showing up and willing to put in the work. And, you know, you see it at the Friday Night Lights. He's at the wall in a line with all these, you know, bigger dudes and bigger gals
and big girls.
Like, you know, there was a day we were bench pressing and he was paired up with Julien, and it was like an amazing thing to see. And like the love even that Julien poured into buddying up with Noah on the bench, and Noah's like eager to kill it. I love it. Keep it up.
He's working on his muscle up right now. I'm programming a little extra stuff for him on the side for the weekends. He has a goal. He's going to be turning 13 at middle August, I believe, or end August. I can't remember. Same month as me. It's in August. And he has a goal of doing a bar muscle up. So we're working towards that. Very good at like kipping pull-ups and chest to bars. But he's working on his bar muscle up right now. So
got it, Noah.
That's
Keep
our
putting
goal.
in the work.
All right. Alana, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Team, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you give us a rating and a review if you haven't. And we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.